This conference will now be recorded.
So in the previous session, we have discussed about the Lightning data services. And through these Lightning data services, how can we interact with our Salesforce objects and how to perform the DML operations, how to get the record details with the help of form-based components like as record form, record view form, record edit form components without writing any Apex classes we have discussed. So we have one more alternative mechanism to perform the DML operations on your object records without using any Apex classes. That is user interface API. User interface API. So basically LDS is purely built upon user interface API. That is also called as uiRecordAPI. That means user interface. Through that, through some ready-made APIs, through some ready-made methods, through some ready-made functions, we can interact with our Salesforce objects by using JavaScript, and we can perform the DML operations. So LDS is internally using user interface record API to interact with the Salesforce objects and to perform all the DML operations. It may be to fetch the records, it may be to insert the records, it may be to update the records, it may be to delete the records also. As of now, we have used some ready-made components. Those components are internally using this uiRecordAPI only. Those are also using uiRecordAPI only here internally by default. Now, in this case, uiRecordAPI, that means user interface API, provides a set of ready-made methods. It provides a set of ready-made methods which we can invoke through JavaScript. These are not built by using Apex programming. It's a client side. It's a JavaScript-based API. It's a JavaScript-based API which provides some set of ready-made methods which can be used to invoke the DML operations on your Salesforce objects. This user interface API has been built by using JavaScript. So now in this case here, we have to invoke these methods. We have to invoke that user interface API methods from Lightning component with the help of JavaScript. Now, as part of this user interface API, we have four main methods are available. We have four main methods. Four methods are available. First one, get record method, which is used to get the record from the object here. Second one, create record method. Third one, update record method. Fourth one, delete record method. These are the four methods are available. So as part of this user interface API, we have four methods are available. Get record method, create record method, update record method, and delete record method. These are the four methods are available. Now, you can use either form-based or you can use either programming-based. Any one of that you can use as part of your application development. So, but whenever we are using these methods inside your JavaScript, you have to import these methods inside your JavaScript file. That is a fundamental rule. Generally, whenever we are using any Apex class methods inside our Lightning Web Component, we're importing that method inside my JavaScript file, right, by using import statement? Yes. We're indicating, like as import that method name from, we are indicating the path where exactly that method is available. So like the similar way here also, whenever if you want to use these methods inside your Lightning Web Component, we have to import these methods inside your JavaScript file. Then how can we import these methods? Now let's see here. For that one, we have to follow a specific syntax. How can we do that? We are using import statement, specify the method name. Specify the method name from, here we can able to specify the path. Where exactly it is available? This is available in Lightning slash uiRecord API. uiRecord API here. So now here we have to specify the method name. Import the method name from Lightning slash uiRecord API. That means what? So now as part of this Lightning framework, we have an API called as uiRecord API. In this uiRecord API, it is having so many methods. From those methods, there is a method called as, this is a method name, which I want to use inside my Lightning Web Component. Now that's what here we are using this import statement. Like for example, if you want to use this get record method, then we have to specify import. We have to specify that method name, like as get record method from Lightning uiRecord API. Suppose if you want to use that create record method, then we can specify import create record from Lightning uiRecord API. uiRecord API. Suppose if you want to use both the methods also, instead of writing this two methods, okay, by using two separate lines, we can able to combine both. Import, we can specify get record method, create record method, delete record method from Lightning uiRecord API. So whatever the methods you would like to reference inside this particular Lightning Web Component, we can specify the method name here. So previously, when you observe this Lightning Web Components, so now here we have observed like as Lightning element, comma, track, comma, API, comma, okay, like that, comma, wire, comma, we are adding multiple. So like the similar way, we have to import this particular, okay, method names. We have to indicate the method name which you would like to reference inside it. Now, so whenever we are using this user interface APIs, then we have to reference that respective method, okay, inside your JavaScript file by using import statement. That is a fundamental rule. Now, then how can we do that? Okay, now let me show you with the practical. So now all the methods I won't discuss over here. I will show you the create method and then get method here. I will show you both. Remaining two you can try. Okay, depends upon your requirement, we can use that. I will show you two methods here, get record method, create record method, and then remaining two you can try. Okay, these are the two ways. Okay, we can go with form based or we can go with user interface based. That means programming based. Now, so let's see here, how can we create the records? Whenever if you want to create a record inside your object, we have to design the user interface first. We have to design the user interface, and in that user interface we have to enter the values, whatever the values we have entered. So now with that values you would like to create a new record inside that object here. Now then how can we do that? Okay, now let's see practically over here. So now what I want to do is I want to design a Lightning Web Component to create a new record inside my object here. So now in this case, we have to design the user interface first. That means we have to place some text boxes to enter the account record, name value, rating value, industry, annual revenue. We have to enter all these values over here, right? So that I would like to use this. Now, So in this case, how can we do that? Okay, now let me explain with the practical use case. Now, so I would like to use this lightning input component in order to place that text boxes where I can able to enter some data to be used to insert the records inside your object. Then how can we do that? Okay, now let me show you with the practical use case. Now, now let's see. Take a small use case. Design a lightning web component to insert a new account record inside the object. Once the record has been processed, then show the confirmation message by using custom toast notifications. Custom toast notifications. If the record is inserted, I want to show the confirmation message through my toast notification. If the record is not inserted properly, if there is any issues are available inside this record, then I would like to show the error message also through the custom toast notifications. Now, so that I would like to prepare a lightning component. In this lightning component, first of all, let me design the user interface by placing the respective user interface controls, like as I would like to use the lightning input controls. I would like to place the button control in order to save the record inside the object as well. Now, as soon as once I click on that save button, I would like to invoke my JavaScript method. That JavaScript method internally using this get record method to insert the record by passing this field values. Then how can we do that? Now let's see practically here. Now let me go with that. I'm designing a user interface now. Let me selecting component. Now I'm creating a new lightning component. Create new account component. Now, so now this is a file. Let me go to the template file and let me design. Now here I'm going to be using this component over here. Inside that template file, I would like to use that lightning card. I'm using this lightning card. Title new account record. Icon name standard account. Here I'm using this lightning layout. Lightning layout. Inside this, I would like to prepare the lightning layout items to fill the fields to the various sections. Lightning layout items. Now, instead of placing the fields under a single section, I'm placing these fields to the various sections over here, small layouts. Now, inside this lightning layout item over here, I'm preparing this component here. I'm preparing this lightning card. Lightning card. Title equals to new account. Here I'm indicating create account record. Icon name. Now, here I'm placing these fields. Lightning input. Here I'm indicating label equals to enter account name. I'm placing this account record name over here. Next. Lightning input label equals to enter contact number. Lightning input label equals to enter fax number. Enter fax number. Lightning input label equals to enter annual revenue. Lightning input, I would like to specify the billing address. Label equals to enter billing city, street. Billing city. Billing state. Billing country. Billing postal code. So these are the fields over here. I have placed over here. These are the fields which I'm representing on my lighting component. And then I would like to place the button control also in order to perform the action. Now, here I'm giving a break tag. I'm placing a button control here. Lightning button. I would like to specify the label save record. Variant equals to brand. And on click, we can specify the method over here. Okay, on click, we can specify the method. Now, on click, I would like to specify the method name. Now, handle save record. Save record. So, this is the method here which I would like to prepare. Let me go to the JavaScript file. I'm preparing this method. Handle save record. Here we have to write the code. Write the code to insert the record. Now, first of all, we have to collect those values, right? So now, whenever we are going to be inserting the record inside the account object, what needs to be done? We have to specify the values for the required fields. So now here in this case here, what needs to be done? Whatever the values we have entered inside my text boxes, we need to collect those values. We have to store inside my variables. So I need to prepare some JavaScript properties over here. I will like to prepare some JavaScript properties over here. Then, how can we prepare these JavaScript properties? Now let's see. Whatever the values we have entered inside your text boxes, like as account name, contact number, and the fax, and the annual revenue, billing street, billing state, and then country, all these things, I would like to store these values inside my respective variables. From there, I would like to insert the records inside that. So that here I'm preparing the variables now. I'm preparing these variables at the rate track, at the rate track, ACC name. at the rate track ACC phone, at the rate track ACC fax, at the rate track ACC revenue, at the rate track ACC website, at the rate track ACC billing city. Now, billing street, billing state, billing country, billing postal code. I'm defining these variables here. In these variables, I would like to store these values. Whatever the value they have entered inside the text boxes, those values I would like to populate inside this. Now, then in this case, what needs to be done? As soon as whenever we are entering some data inside these text boxes, I would like to collect those values I want to place inside my variables. Now, so that I'm preparing these methods. Unchange. Unchange equals to, I'm indicating here. Now handle name change. Handle name change. Now here in this case here, unchange. The latest value we like to collect. Unchange equals to handle phone change. That means phone value has been changed. So collect that latest value here. Unchange handle fax change. Unchange handle revenue change. Unchange handle street change. For all these things, we need to prepare the methods. Handle city change. Unchange handle state change. Handle country change. Unchange handle zip change. These are the methods I'm preparing. So whenever they are going to be populating the data inside these text boxes, upon changing these values, that latest value should be get resides inside my variables. So that let me prepare this method over here. First one, handle name change. Handle name change. I'm preparing this method by adding this event property. Event is the parameter here. So what it will do, now this event argument, what it will do is, whatever the component which raise this event, that component details, it will collect, it will store inside this. So now the event will be indicating. So which text box value has been changed. So that event, which component has invoked that event, it will collect that component details, it will store inside this. So now I would like to collect handle name change. Whenever the name component here, that means name text box value has been changed, this event will be collecting that value, it will store. So I want to place that value here. This dot ACC name equals to event dot target dot value. That means the component which invoke this event, that component value I would like to collect, I want to place inside my ACC name variable here. So this is account record name. Now the second method, handle phone change. I'm collecting this event. This dot ACC phone. Event dot target dot value. Third one, handle fax change. If there is any changes in that fax number value, I would like to collect. This dot ACC fax equals to event dot target dot value. Next one, handle revenue change. Event. This dot ACC revenue equals to event dot target dot value. Next method, handle street change. Next one, handle city change. Next, handle state change. Handle country change. Let me prepare all these methods, then we will be writing this code again. Now, so here I'm indicating this event. Now I would like to specify this dot ACC street. Billing street equals to, I'm indicating this event dot target dot value. This dot billing city equals to event dot target dot value. Next, state. This dot ACC billing state event dot target dot value. Event. This dot ACC billing postal code event dot target dot value. And then, sorry, country here. State billing country. This dot ACC billing postal code equals to event dot target dot value. That's it. So now whatever the new values that you have entered inside my text boxes, those values I'm collecting and placing inside my variables over here. Now, up to this is fine. Next. Now, as soon as once I click on this particular button control, immediately I would like to invoke this JavaScript method, that is handle save record. I would like to invoke this method. In this method, I would like to write the piece of code in order to insert the record inside this object by using create record method here. I would like to use user interface API. As soon as once I click on the button control, what needs to be done? I want to create a record. So in order to create the record, what is a method that has been given by user interface API create record method? So I would like to import this method, okay, inside my lightning component. So in this case here, let's see how can we do that. Now let me import this method first. So now here I'm importing this. Import get record. Sorry, the create record. Create record from Lightning user interface record API. Now, So this is a method here. So this is a method here which we need to import here inside this. And along with that, I would like to use toast notifications also, because once a record has been inserted successfully, then I would like to show the toast notification, right? So that here I would like to import that namespace as well here. Import show toast event. Show toast event from Lightning platform show toast event. Show toast event. Now, so that means what we have prepared this, we have imported these two methods. Create record method, okay, from this user interface API, show toast event from Lightning platform show toast event, okay, namespace here. We have imported these two methods inside my JavaScript file. Now we can able to write the piece of code here. As soon as once you click on this save button, what needs to be done? I'm passing the values for this particular field. Now tell me, inside my account object, these are the only fields that we have? No. So many fields are available here. So in this case, what needs to be done? So we have to indicate these are the fields are available inside my account object. For this, these are the values which we have placed inside my variables here. JavaScript properties. So I would like to prepare a constant variable here. I would like to prepare a constant variable. In that constant variable, that means it's like as an object, I want to indicate the key and the value. Key and the value means what? So now the field label, that means the field name and the value. What is the field name and what is the field value? Everything we have to specify over here. Now, in which object you are going to be inserting these records, we have to indicate that. Now, let's see how can we do this. Now, let me show you. Now, here I'm writing this. I'm defining a property, a constant property, constant, I'm indicating fields. It's an object here. We have to indicate what exactly the key and the value. Key is nothing but the name field. For this name field, I want to pass a value. Where it is available? This dot ACC name. This dot ACC name. And then I'm passing the value for phone field. What is the value? This dot ACC phone. Fax field. What is the value here? This dot ACC fax. Annual revenue. This dot ACC revenue. Website. This dot ACC website. And then I would like to specify the billing street. This dot ACC billing street. Billing street. ACC billing state. Billing country. This dot ACC billing country. Billing postal code. Billing postal code. Billing city. Billing city. So I'm indicating this fields. That means inside my account object, we have so many fields are available. From those fields, These are the fields for whom I'm supplying the values over here. So we are indicating that field name, and then we are indicating the value also. The values are already we have placed inside these variables, right? So these variable names are indicated over here. So this is the key and this is a value. That means this is a field name, this is a value for that field here. So that we have indicated field label, field, that means field name and the value. Field name, value, field name, value, everything. We have specified all these things over here. Now, so now in this case, let me place that website field also here. I haven't specified this. Street. Let me place a field. Enter website. On website change handle. Website change. I'm preparing this method also. Event this dot webcc website equals to event dot target dot value. So now let's see. Here we have prepared these methods, and inside these methods, okay, we have collected the respective field values also, the text box values, and we have placed inside these respective variables. Now we have prepared that these are the various fields for whom I'm supplying the values. Next, now this record where you are going to insert, I want to insert this record inside my object. In which object? Account object. So to indicate that, we have to specify that we are defining a variable here. Constant record input equals to, we have to specify the API name. Now, API name, here I'm indicating in which object you are going to insert. I want to insert this record inside my account object. And along with that, what field values you are going to supply. Those fields information I have placed inside these fields. Now we have prepared an object over here. So now here in this object, I have indicated that record input. This is a input I would like to supply to my create record method. For this create record method, we have to specify in which object you are going to insert the record, and then what field values you are going to insert. We have to specify that information here. Now, in this case, now call that method. I'm ready with that input. Now invoke the method. Invoke the method to insert the record. So in this case here, how can we do that? Now let's see practically. Create a record. Okay, create record method. In this create record method, I'm passing this input value, record input. I'm passing this record input over here. Now, whenever I'm passing this record input, that means I'm passing this object name and the fields information, then it will be inserting, creating a record here. Now, once a record has been processed, it will be giving some confirmation, right? Yes. Whether it may be inserted the record or it may be record insertion may be failed. So then I'm indicating. Then we can able to specify that result here. Catch the result. Result. Okay. Catch the result here. Inside that, we can able to show the confirmation. If the operation has been done successfully, then we can give the confirmation. Now, if it is error, then we can able to specify the catch. Catch method. If error, then we can able to catch the errors information, and then here we can able to show that errors information over here. Now I want to show that confirmation message. Now, here I want to show that once a record has been inserted, so I'm passing the input value to the create record method. Create record is a ready-made method given by the user interface API. Whenever if you want to create the record, we have to supply the input in which object you want me to create a record. And then what field values you are going to supply, we have to pass that input here. So that I'm preparing that fields information for whom I'm supplying the values, and whatever the values I'm supplying, I'm indicating, and then I'm giving the object name also, API name. So now in which object you are going to insert the record, and then we can specify the fields information. Then if I'm passing this input to my create record method, it will be creating the record inside this object with these field values. Then once the record processing has been done, it will be giving the confirmation here. Now, if the operation is success, it will be returning the results over here. Now I would like to collect the result value. I would like to show the confirmation. Now, so now here I would like to specify that. I want to specify the confirmation message by using this toast messages over here. Here I'm indicating the toast message. Now, so now show success message here. Record inserted successfully, and then I'm indicating this. Else, if there is any errors are available here, I want to log that error information also inside this. I want to log that error information also inside this over here. We can able to show that information as well. Now I'm indicating this message, show failure message. Show failure message. I'm indicating this error. Record insertion failed. I'm indicating error occurred upon insertion. variant, it is a error message. Now this will be show failure message. If you want to track the record ID here, we can able to verify. Here after this, I can able to track that information. Now console dot log record has been inserted successfully. Record ID. Okay, if you want to get that record ID information over here, now we can able to specify that result dot ID. It will collect the ID of the record over here. Inside that result, it will be holding that information. So we are collecting that record ID, and that record ID we can able to represent over here. Now that's it, done. We are done with the code over here. So now in this case, I'm placing this record information here. So what I'm doing is I'm collecting the record data. That record data I'm passing to my create record method. So now the create record method is going to be collecting this input. Based on that, it will be creating a new record. Once a record has been created successfully, it will be, if it is returning the result, then it is going to be showing the confirmation message operation has been successfully processed, or record inserted successfully. It will give the confirmation. Record ID will be tracking inside the browser log. Else, if the record has been failed, it will be catching the error information. That error information will be getting tracking over here. And then we're representing this failure information as well. That's it, done. Now, let's see how can we do that. Let me place this component inside my application here. Go to that metadata file, is exposed equals to true, targets. We have to specify the target application page, target home page, target record page. Now, next one, let me save this HTML file. I'm saving this as JavaScript file also. Let me place this file inside my Salesforce arc. Let me go to my default arc now. I'm going to my application. Now, if you want me to place that file, okay, in this particular location, then I would like to place it over here. I would like to place that component over here. Instead of placing this new account record component here, I would like to place it. Let me edit the page. Now, I'm indicating create new account component. I'm placing this component over here. Now let me save. Activation. I want to make it as a default for these applications as well. Now go back. Now the component is visible over here. Let me place this account record data. I'm giving this account record name. So now here I'm giving the name as, for example, some Madhu Kumar. Madhu Kumar. Contact number, I'm giving some value. Fax number, I'm giving some value. Annual revenue, some 20 lakhs. Website name, I'm indicating some gmail.com. Billing street, I'm indicating some flat number 401 and some Rama residency. And then I would like to indicate that some Kukatpalli. Billing city, some Hyderabad. State, some Telangana. Country, some India. Postal code 500 021. Script error. Five zero zero 021. Upon entering the data, unchange. Enter billing postal code. For billing postal code, what is the variable we have specified? Billing postal code. Here we haven't specified the event. I haven't specified this event parameter for this. That's what it is showing the error message to me. Let me refresh this, reload that component now. And before that, let me check, do we have any triggers available on this account object here? If the triggers are available, okay, to make some fields mandatory, then we have to make sure that trigger should not fire. Let me go to that setup menu, check for the triggers on this account object. Apex triggers. On account object here, account record trigger. I'm deactivating this. Sync account to contacts trigger, transfer accounts trigger. Okay, fine. Now I'm giving this account record name, some Madhu Kumar. Contact number, I'm giving some value, fax number. Annual revenue, some 21 lakhs. Gmail.com. So flat number 402. Some Rama residency. some Banjara Hills. City I'm indicating as some Telangana, sorry, the Hyderabad. State some Telangana. Country some India. Postal code 50. What happened for this? Zero. Event dot target dot value. Zip change.
So do we refresh the page, sir?
We need to refresh this page again over here. Postal code we have passed it. This dot ACC postal code. Billing postal code. Okay. Now let me close this and let me reload. Let me push the whole code again. JavaScript file also. Now I'm going to my sales application now. Now here I'm having this component is available over here, which I have designed right now. And then in this component, I'm placing. Now let's see in this case here, how can we do that? Madhu Kumar, contact number, I'm giving some value. Annual revenue 21 lakhs, website, billing street, some flat number 402, city some Telangana, state, sorry, Telangana, India. Now I have entered the values. So now once the data has been entered, now click on save record button. Let's see. Once you click on save record, it is indicating that success message, record inserted successfully. Once the operation has been done, it will be giving the confirmation message by using this close notification. Let me go to my account object now. So now here I'm indicating this Madhu Kumar record has been created successfully. See, the Madhu Kumar record is created, whatever the name and whatever the phone number that I have entered, fax number, website, annual revenue, and then we have given that address information, everything with these details record has been created successfully. But we haven't used any Apex class methods. Without using Apex class methods, just by using some ready-made features, ready-made functionalities, we are able to create our own records as well over here. This is how we can able to implement our own functionalities. Now, Now let's see. So now once a record has been getting prepared, how can we delete the record here? I will show you that by using this delete record method, because already showed you how can we create the record here. Already you know how to update the record by using that by using that form based, and then creating the records. We know how to get the records, try this getting the records and updating the records here. Now I will show you that delete operation. How to delete the records? Okay, now let me show you with the practical use case. Basically, whenever if we want to remove the records from the object, then we can able to use the help of this delete record method, which has been given by uiRecordAPI. By using this user interface API, not only creating the record, we can delete the record also from your object. But that already we know. Whenever if we want to use that method, we have to import that method inside your JavaScript file. Inside the JavaScript file, so we have to import that method, that is the delete record method here, to remove the record from your Salesforce subject. But whenever we are removing the record, we have to pass a record ID, right? Yes. To delete the record, we have to pass the record ID. That is enough. We no need to pass the complete details of the record to be get removed. Just we have to pass that record ID, that is sufficient to remove the record from your Salesforce subject. So in this case here, what needs to be done is we have to import that delete record method inside your JavaScript file from UI record API. And then second one, we have to use that delete record method to remove the record from the object here. So just you have to pass that record ID. So whatever the current record ID is available over here, that record ID I would like to pass to this particular method, so that it will be deleting the record from this object. Now, how can we do that? Okay, now let me show you with the practical. Now, let me place this code first. Template file, JavaScript file, and metadata file. I'm placing this metadata file code as well. Next one, deleting the record. How to delete the record? Okay, now let me show you with the practical. So I would like to place a button control, okay, on my user interface. So whenever I'm click on this button control, automatically the record has to be get removed from my object over here. Then how can we do that? Okay, now let's see the practical use case. So here what I want to do is, I want to design a lightning component. In that lightning component, I want to place a button control. Okay, I want to place a button control. So now as soon as once I click on this button control, I would like to remove that current record. Whatever the current record that we have, that current record I want to remove. So once it has been done, I want to redirect the user to that home page automatically here. Okay, home page. It should redirect the user to that home page automatically. This is a home page. It should redirect the user to this home page automatically. Then how can we redirect here? For that one, we are using this navigation mixin API also. I'm using this navigation mixin API as well. I will show you how to use that. Now, let's see how can we do that. Let me design a lightning component now. Delete account record component. I'm preparing this file. Now here I would like to prepare a lightning card. Lightning card control. I'm giving this a title. Delete record. Icon name equals to standard account. Now inside this I'm using a div tag. Here I'm going to be using a paragraph. Inside the paragraph, I would like to place the button control here. I would like to place the button control. Lightning button. I'm placing a button control over here. Label equals to delete record. The variant equals to destructive. Variant equals to destructive. And then on click. Once you click on this button control, which method you want me to invoke, we can specify the method name here. On click equals to, I'm indicating the method name here. Handle delete record. Handle delete record. So now here, if you want to apply the style, then we can specify. Now here I would like to specify. Style equals to, I would like to specify align items. I would like to specify that center. Align item equals to center. So I want to indicate that this particular button should be visible inside the lightning component at the center place here. Now let me prepare this method. Let me go to the JavaScript file. I'm preparing this method. Now let's see how can we write that business logic over here. Now in this case, what needs to be done? Whatever the current record is available, I want to collect the current record ID. If you want to get the current record ID, already you have two properties. @API record ID property, @API object API name property. These are the two properties are available here from API, okay, module. Now, next one here. In this case, what needs to be done? So now handle delete record method. So now this record ID property will be holding the current record ID. Object API name contains the current object API name here. That means name of that object. From which object you want to delete, which record you want to delete. This is the ID here. Now I would like to use that user interface API. So that I'm using this import, we have to specify delete record from user interface API. Next, I would like to indicate import toast event from lightning platform show toast event. Now here I'm writing this business logic over here. Because to show the confirmation message, I'm using toast messages. Now I would like to collect. I want to remove the record. How can we remove the record? For that one, we are using this ready-made method given by Salesforce delete record method. In this delete record method, we have to pass the record ID. Okay, this dot record ID I'm passing over here. Whenever I'm passing this record ID, it will be performing the operation. Then I would like to specify then. Now I would like to indicate this. Now I'm indicating this. Here we can able to specify the message. So now will it be showing any error message or not, result or not? It won't show any error result over here because it won't show any result over here. That's what here we are indicating this empty parameters. Empty parameters. Now here we can able to write that code. Whatever the message you want to show, that message you can able to specify. I'm indicating this dot dispatch event, this dot dispatch event over here. Now here I would like to specify new show toast event. Show toast event. Here I would like to place the properties. Okay, I would like to place the properties over here. Now I'm indicating this title property. So first of all, title property, title, I'm indicating success. Message record deleted successfully. Variant, I'm indicating this variant as success. Mode, I'm indicating the mode as dismissible. Dismissible here. Now, if there is any errors are available, then I would like to show the error messages. Now I'm indicating dot catch. If there is any errors are available, I would like to catch those error messages. Now, the same message I would like to show. This dot dispatch event. So now this is error message. Error occurred upon deleting record. I'm indicating this error. This is dismissible. Okay, fine. Now, so in this case here, once a record has been deleted successfully, it has to go to the home page automatically. For that one, we are going to be using this navigation mixin namespace. Import navigation mixin. Navigation mixin from, I would like to specify lightning navigation. Lightning navigation. Here, whenever we are using this here, okay, we have to use this extends lightning element over here. Now, so we have to use the default class. Now I'm not going to be using this lightning element over here. Now we have to specify, and I would like to use that navigation mixin. Navigation mixin. Here I would like to specify that lightning element. Now, that means I would like to prepare the navigation. That means I would like to redirect the user to the detail page of the record here. Then how can we do that? Now let's see. Once a record deletion has been done successfully, then I would like to show that. Now redirect the user to default home page. For that one, I would like to specify this we need to specify navigation. Okay, navigation mixin dot navigate. Navigation mixin dot navigate method. Navigation mixin dot navigate method here. Now, I would like to specify. Here I'm indicating this. Inside this navigation mixin, we can able to specify to whom you would like to navigate here. The type. Type property is used to specify standard object page. Standard object page. I would like to redirect the user to that standard object page over here. I'm indicating with double quotes. Next. So to which object here we can specify that attributes. Attributes, we can able to specify the attributes over here. Now we are indicating action name. Action name. Now I would like to specify the list. I would like to go to that list of all the records. Now the object API name. Object API name. Object API name. Here I am going to be indicating this dot object API name. And the next one, I would like to specify the comma. These are the two attributes. Now, which records you would like, that means what is that list of records you want to show, and then what is that object name here, where exactly you would like to show these records. That means which object you would like to redirect, we can specify that. I want to show the list of records inside my account object over here. And then we can specify state, we can specify the filter names over here. Filter name. Now we can able to specify the reason. Please show the recent records over here. Please show the recent records. That's it. So because once operations has been done, if you want to redirect the user to a specific page or it is to a specific component, we are using the help of this navigation APIs. Now, so for that one, we are using this navigation mixin, and then navigation mixin is a ready-made API given by Salesforce over here as part of Lightning framework, so that we can able to navigate the record to that respective, navigate the user to the respective object page itself. That facility will be available to you. Let's see. And then I would like to place this component. Upon click on this button control, the button will be invoking this method, which will be removing the record from your object as well. Once the record has been removed, then it is going to be representing that confirmation. Now, here I'm indicating this is exposed equals to true. Targets, I'm adding the targets one by one. Like this is the record page here. Inside the record only, I'm able to place this button control because this is to delete the record. What record? Current record. So that we have to place inside the record page only. That's what I'm placing this record page. Now let's go back to your application. Go to the record detail page over here. I would like to place that button over here. Now let me click on this edit page. I'm placing this component at the right side. Now delete account record component. I'm placing this component over here in order to remove the record. Let me say organization default, application decal also. As into the applications. The system administrator profile user. Let me see. Open the record. Now let's see. Save this file. Save this file also. Let me save this. Now refresh this user interface. So the component is not visible over here. Let me check. So let me try to add that component. Let me reload. Now the button is available over here. Now the button is available over here. Now I want to remove this record from this object over here. Once you click on this delete record button, it should remove the record. It is showing this error occurred upon deleting the record. What is the issue? Now, because it is having some related cases, right? If it is having some related opportunities or cases, it won't allow. Right, correct. Let me open any one of these existing record which doesn't have any related contacts and cases. Let me check, do we have any cases? No, let's see. I want to remove this record test account 2. Now click on delete account, delete record. Now the record has been deleted successfully. Now it is going back to that custom page here. So now there is a problem, record has been deleted successfully here. It will go back. See, the record has been deleted. For example, I'm opening this Madhu Kumar record. Click on delete record. Madhu Kumar record has been deleted. So this page is not available because currently we're in the page to view the record. So the page is not available. So record has been deleted here. That's it. Madhu Kumar record is deleted. So now we can able to go to that recycle bin. Let's verify whether the record is available or not. Now the Madhu Kumar record deleted, test account record 2 also deleted. We have deleted records today over here. It is giving the confirmation. So this is how not only performing the insertion, we can able to do the deletion operation also. Because when you go to that user interface, because if we go to the form based, we have the option to view the records, to create the records, to update the records, no deletion. If you want to delete the record compulsorily, we have to come to the user interface API. Because in user interface API, we are having all these 4 methods: create, update, delete, collect. That means get. 4 methods are available. So it depends upon the requirement, we can go with that, either by using form based or either by using user interface based. Okay, form based is very, very easy because we no need to do anything. Everything is built in by Salesforce itself. If it is user interface based, then we have to implement, because form based also internally using user interface API only, but the business logic will be preparing by Salesforce directly. We no need to write anything, just we have to use that respective components. We have to pass that property values, that's it. But here we have to do everything manually by our own. There is a difference here. This is how we can able to implement that Lightning data services as part of your Lightning components. These are the various of features are available as part of your Lightning Web Components inside your Salesforce as part of Lightning Framework. So with this one, we are done with this all the features over here. And then tomorrow I will be sharing that interview questions also, because today I will be in traveling. So that tomorrow I will be sharing that interview questions also to you, and the sample profiles also, okay, on Lightning Framework, so that you can prepare the profile. You can attend the interviews also by referencing those interview questions as well. But mainly concentrate on LWC, because when compared with ARA, LWC is very, very simple, very, very easy also. But the base fundamental thing is JavaScript. If you know the JavaScript, Lightning Web Components is very, very simple. The to the future also purely on LWC. Just you can able to focus on three things in the entry point of view or in the profile also. Okay, configuration, that means admin part, Apex programming, and then LWC. Add 6 months to 8 months of experience on LWC. Don't add much, because that already we know Lightning Web Components has been introduced by Salesforce in 2018 December. That means almost 2019. Since 3 years only we are having this. But for the first 1 year, nobody will knows about that information. So that from 2020, okay, onwards, the people have started using. So just we can explain them. So now since almost some 9 months or 10 months, I'm working on Lightning Web Components here. And that too, they won't go much deeper, because they're asking very few common questions. Parent to child communications, and then because decorators also, LDS features, what methods are available in Lightning data services, how many ways are available here. These are all the things they will be asking in the interview point of view, not much. They won't ask you to write the code. Next one, as part of development, okay, in Apex programming, concentrate on triggers, batch programming, schedule programming, and then future methods, queuables also, test classes also, deployments, sandbox. These are the features. Definitely, they will be asking you to write one trigger code. It's a common question. Okay, so that concentrate on these things, you can able to clear the interviews very easily. Okay, don't get disappointed if you are failing in the first attempt. First interview may be failed. Second interview also may be failed. Third interview, almost 80% will be you can able to answer. Fourth interview definitely will get a job. Don't depend on the proxy people. Try by your own. After 3 months also, after 2 months also, if you're unable to succeed it, then you can go for proxy people. But in this meantime, you are having very good opportunities right now, and then just you can thorough with the subject and then attend the interviews by your own. Because when you go to the interviews, when you observe some 3 to 4 interviews, you will be getting some knowledge on that. That means you will be observing some questions will be repeatedly common. Because even though when you go to any company, any project, same, okay, security concept, same relationships, same trigger, same batch class, same Lightning components, nothing will be different. Project to project, functionality will be different. Features, that means how they're implementing, that will be different. That's it, nothing else. Everywhere they're using same trigger concept, same batch class, and same trigger events, and the same trigger context variable, nothing different. Questions will be repeatedly available. So 80% of the questions will be keep on repeating in all the interviews. If you are unable to attend some, if you are unable to give the answer for any one of the question, then check in the Google, we'll be getting the information, then ready with that next interview here. So that you can able to succeed within 4 interviews itself, maximum, not more than that. So that don't depends on the proxy people. You have all the information with you. You have all the resources. You have the videos also, notes also, materials, profiles. Everything is available with you. Just you can start applying for that interviews. Okay, all the resources are available with you. How to use, it's up to you. Okay, if you're adding some 6 to 8 months of experience on Lightning Web Components, definitely you will get succeeded within 4 interviews itself. Not much. No need to attend 20 interviews, 10 interviews, not like that. Within 4 interviews, you will get a job. But better target for MNCs. Don't go for the small companies. Because right now you are adding some experience as fake. Then at that time, so now don't go to the small company, because observing your performance in some 20 people is very easy. But when you go to the MNC, they will be having some lot of projects. The two, to allocate the project, it will take minimum 1 month of time in the MNC company. So till that 1 month, okay, you will be free. so that you won't have any work. So in this 1 month of time, you can learn so many things. You will learn company information also, clients also, projects also, and then you will be getting some contacts also in the company, in the team. You will be getting sufficient time to explore about the project as well. That's what here. Okay, that's what here. Target for MNC companies. Don't go for small companies over here. Because in MNC company, even though if you got failed in one project, then they will be applying further. They will be rescheduling the interview for another project as well. So multiple projects will be running in the big company. That's what here target for MNCs. And my suggestion is target for Chennai location. To be frank, okay, Chennai target for Chennai location, because in Chennai we're having very good companies. 80% of the companies in Chennai are product based, not service. In Hyderabad, 80% of the companies are service based. In service based company, his schedules and then deliverables will be very tight, schedules will be there. Work will be more, time will be less. That is a problem. So that you will be having so much pressure. In the initial days, you can't handle that much of pressure. So that better target for Chennai based companies. Okay, once you are working in Chennai based companies for 1 year, then you can come back to Hyderabad, no problem. Because shifting from one company to another company is not a big deal. Once you get some experience, once you enter into the company, then you will know all the information, how to go to different company, what kind of projects you need to add, how will be the interviews, everything you will be aware of. That's what target for Chennai location first. You will be getting multiple opportunities, because in Chennai, if they are having some 20 openings, only 10 people will come for the interview. In Hyderabad, if there is some 10 openings, 100 people will come for the interview. Because in Hyderabad, we have so many resources. So many institutes are available. So many people are coming over here. But they won't prefer go to the Chennai because of environment, because climate. That's it. If you adjust with the climate, then you can go with Chennai. That is the best option. Okay, from my side, it's my suggestion. Okay, after that, it's up to you. Okay, because even though when you go to the Chennai location nowadays, most of the openings are purely on work from home. Suppose if they ask you to come to the office, okay, morning 9 to evening 7 o'clock, we will be in the office only here. That means there will be very good atmosphere with good, very good AC and climate, everything. That's what here better to target for Chennai location for 1 year. After that, you can go to any location wherever you want. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks
So,
for your
hello,
time.
hello, sir.
Sir, I have a question.
I wish you all of you success.
Sir, hello.
Sir, I have a small question.
Get me.
Yeah, by